This show is for fans all around the world. Don't have to be Scottish. Danno's American. We're talking to American CSCs. I sometimes wonder if things are lost in translation occasionally. So I've got a few words here I'd like to run by Danno just to see if he knows what they mean. Unfortunately, we've mentioned the first one earlier, but out with, Danno. You know what out with means?
Out with. Something is, out with. That is a very Scottish thing.
Very Scottish.
Yeah. Use it in a sentence. I've kind of got it, but give me an example.
Well, what you usually hear in Scotland is out with Rangers and Celtic. There's not another team that's going to challenge for the title.
Yeah, so you could say it. That's basically what I thought it was. Barring whatever I'm talking about, or taking them out of the equation, basically.
Exactly, beyond, outside the scope of.
Right.
Stephen, David, did you know that out with is like purely a Scottish word? You never hear it anywhere else, other than in Scotland or by somebody who lived in Scotland.
No, I didn't know that.
I don't know about that. I think I'm going to question that, Gav. I'm pretty sure I've heard people use it. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to pull you up on that. I think I've heard people using that here in Australia of the non-Scottish vernacular.
I've heard English people use that.
No, you're both.
I think I'm going to call pish on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, will you find me an example for next week on YouTube of someone who's not Scottish nor has lived in Scotland for multiple years using the term out with?
Yes, someone out with, Yeah, right.
Okay, the next one, Danno, is riddy. What's a riddy?
I mean, get rid of or something. No, it's I think it's a noun, but I can't remember what it is.
David, do you want to explain what a riddy is?
A riddy is when you've been embarrassed.
You
get that's a pure riddy.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what does it mean, though? Yeah, red.
What does it mean? A red face, yeah. Sorry, embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another one for you, Danno. Cheeser.
I don't know that one. I really don't. Cheeser.
David looks like he doesn't know it either.
I don't. No, I do not.
Yeah,
Cheeser.
I don't think I've even heard that. Like even in
like a big, is that a big smile?
I watch quite a few people.
Exactly, Stephen's right. A wide smile.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a player scores and then runs to the corner. Look at the cheeser on him.
Yeah. Okay.
Quick one. Another one. Mince.
Just shit. Terrible.
Yeah. And of course, it's spelled M-I-N-C-E, not M-I-N-T-S.
Right. As in mince meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just
usually preceded by the word. Pure.
Yeah, but it's strange because mince is celebrated
pure
in Scottish culture, isn't it? Mince and tatties and all that. But
mince and tatties,
yeah, but
and
mince
pies,
is so,
the way people revere mince pie, or not mince pies, but Anyway, so why does mince mean rubbish, Stephen?
Well, it's just, I'm going to take a stab at this to say because mince meat is generally regarded as the cheapest type of meat you can buy,
Yeah.
Speaking of mince, so my mother-in-law came over here to visit us a number of years ago and made mince and tatties for the kids. Well, my kids were all brought up here in Australia, born in Scotland, but they were all brought up here in Australia, and they were utterly horrified. That's what we eat in Scotland. What the hell is this crap? It's just pigeon food.
Well,
I'm guessing it's because mince is really cheap.
Yeah.
The only other thing before I'll bring up some of these comments because there's some tremendous ones here. But before we get to that, if you see, Danno, the letters GIRFUY, usually in capital letters, do you know what that means?
Get it right the fuck up, yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, let's drop the F and just say...
Yeah, you also see just the F-free version of it.
Get it right up you.
Get it right up here.
No, I've got some questions.
Take
I've got
that,
some
baby.
questions surrounding this. Get it right up ye. Okay. I think it's pretty obvious what the it is. We can all imagine what it is that's going up ye.
Yeah, well,
Something that's unwelcome in most cases, not all. But
Yeah.
For most people, it'd be an unwelcome thing to occur.
could be
so-
any number of objects. Let's face it.
But
Yeah.
not
if
everyone.
it's what we're all thinking of, then I'm wondering, when you
No,
really
we're
want...
not. No, we're not.
I'm not. I think you're jumping the shark there, Gav.
Well, listen, my point is, if that's what it means, then, when you really want to sicken someone, you say, get it right round ye. Is it the same thing that goes round ye that went up ye? In which case, that makes very little sense to me. How do you get it right round ye? I have a picture of like someone being like a boa constrictor, a big pink boa constrictor wrapping around someone's body. What does get it round ye mean, David?
I'm going to struggle to answer it now that you've put these pictures in my head. I don't want to answer the question. I thought I knew what it meant, and it was kind of the same as get it up you, get it round you. It was just the same thing. But now,
get it into you makes you say, I mean, the English have got a phrase that goes like, they don't like it up them.
Yeah.
The English don't like it up them. I'm not going to do an English accent, but they do. A lot of them do, yeah. But,
no, that's not funny.
That's all it is. It's just a situation. You have to deal with this situation. That's it. Deal with this. You don't like this. We're beating you 2-0. You don't like it, so deal with it. That's what it means. Get it up you, get it round you, get it into you.
I'm going to bring up a bunch of them. Stop me if you want to linger on any of them from the comments.
They've been having a fine time in the comments.
Slobber knocker.
That sounds a bit rude.
Never heard of that.
Slobber knocker. Yeah.
Almost. Yep, that's Raymond slang.
What's homos?
That's Raymond slang for boys.
Oh.
I kicked him right in the homos.
By the way, there was something that I saw that was Scottish slang up until this year. They just entered it in the dictionary. I think it's balls. Yeah, balls. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think it's actually an official word in the Oxford Dictionary now, which I found kind of amazing.
Well, I found it was amazing whenever they had that terrible. They had a storm, didn't they, that blew through Scotland, Glasgow in particular, and the American news reported it. And I don't know where they got the information, but there was this American woman reading the news, and she's like, Hurricane Bobag that tore through Glasgow. Read it out as if it was real.
Yeah. My sister has this thing where she uses like English and Scottish terms sometimes because they sound ridiculous in our accent. Like she'll if you're English or whatever, you go to a convenience store, you pay for something. All right, cheers. And my sister will like use it in America, but with her accent, cheers. It just sounds ridiculous to everybody involved. Yeah.
Do you know this one, Danno?
That one there from Pete McGee going for the messages. That's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that means going for the shopping. If you weren't aware, I'm going for the messages.
I remember that having some French.
What's that?
Did you? I
used to share an apartment with a guy from Glasgow, and he said he wants. I explained something, and he says, "How no?" And I was like, "Do you mean why not?" And he said, "Yes, I do." But he said, "How no?"
Why?
Yeah.
What about you, Glaket, hun? Danno, can you explain that one?
Glaket, this is a new one to me. Read this a couple weeks ago. I mean, I think it's just somebody that's, of ill repute or stupid or something like that. Just an idiot. I think I'm wrong there.
It's someone who appears of low intelligence.
Yeah. Idiot. Yeah.
Just appears.
Appeals are blowing sails. Yeah.
So, Steve, the one messages I seem to remember. I'm not sure if this is right, but I seem to remember reading that came from French words, the messages, because it doesn't seem to make any sense to go for your shopping, and because of the influence of French in the Scots language, messages seem to have that was some origin of that. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, things like stovies come from estouvé, to cook on the stove, etc. So. There could be something in it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's something that makes absolutely no sense in it, and we still use that word from time to time here. And if you say to a non-Scottish person, it's absolutely it's meaningless, really.
Yeah, right. I'm sorry. What you say? Yeah.
Patrick McLaughlin, how did I never see this pod before? He loves our filler, our panic station. No, Matt McLone, what are we going to talk about? Content. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
Wait till he finds out we normally talk about the great shipping lanes of the world.
Yeah. Hey,
that was only last week.
Hey, your guys' Midwest US quiz is coming here. You should have done your homework already. That's the next episode.
I thought we might be onto the Suez Canal this week.